What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today.
Hey everybody, we are here in Graceland and we have such a fun video for you today talking about the LEGO Elvis sets on the ground where Elvis spent most of his time. So come along for the journey and let's get talking LEGO and Elvis.
Jonathan, welcome to Graceland. I'm Angie Marchese, and I'm the Vice President of Archives and Exhibits here at Graceland. And these Legos are absolutely freaking amazing. It really does represent Elvis's kind of entire career. I mean, in the archives, we have over 96,000 images. And you probably saw these images around and about because they're some of our more popular ones, including the one from Jailhouse Rock. So the image itself is actually based off a publicity shot for Jailhouse Rock, which was Elvis's third movie. Also, right around the time that he bought Graceland, he was filming Jailhouse Rock. So it kind of gives you an idea of what he looked like when he moved into the mansion.
How cool and how fitting.
Yes, exactly.
Tell me about this one.
This photograph was actually a movie portrait for the movie Love Me Tender. The image itself was used on an album cover for LP fans only. I love pictures with Elvis smiling because obviously he looked very serious like a Jailhouse Rock, but that smile just gives him this little glimmer in his eyes that you kind of want to know what he's thinking. And I think this picture captures it perfectly. It's like he just seems so happy and, you want to know that meme.
Tell me about this one.
This is Aloha. This is Elvis, the king of rock and roll in all of his glory. This is performing the very first satellite broadcast show ever beamed in the entire world. And when Elvis performed the show in Hawaii, it went live to over 40 nations. It was watched by 1.5 billion people. That's more than what's the first man walk on the moon.
Well, with that being said, which of these three in LEGO form ended up being your favorite?
You're gonna make me choose?
Yeah, you gotta choose one.
I have to go with Jailhouse Rock.
Yeah?
It is one of my favorite Elvis movies.
Well, that's phenomenal. Well, thank you so much for your time. I so appreciate it.
You're welcome. It's so nice meeting you.
Absolutely. So we are here in the Automobile Museum. There's the pink Cadillac, but let's see what else we can find. All right, Elvis has been immortalized in LEGO form, and we have an expert here, not only in the sense of great Elvis knowledge, but also you are a part of the process of these being made. Well, I know a lot of LEGO fans love to hear the behind the scenes of how things come about. What are some things that you remember from the early process of, just the initial pitch of an Elvis LEGO set being a thing?
I mean, this took probably a year and a half to come to fruition.
Well, we've got three of them here, and of these three, do you have a favorite?
So hard to tell. But I think I will have to go with this one. This smile just brightens anyone's day.
Well, thank you so much for all your hard work in putting this together.
My pleasure. This was such a fun project to work on, and I'm excited for everyone out there to start building your own.
Graceland was a lot of fun, but we've got one more stop to go to talk about the LEGO Elvis mosaic set. So come with me to Sun Studio.
Here we are in Sun Studio. Now, this is one of the most significant recording studios of all popular music history, not only because of people like Johnny Cash and Carl Perkins and Jerry Lee Lewis, but Elvis recorded his first hits in this room right where I'm standing. So I couldn't think of anywhere more significant to talk about this LEGO set than right here. So thank you to Sun Studio for having me. So with these sets, you are working with 3,445 pieces. And as you can see, it's all of these little individual pieces that build up the mosaic. So if you're new to LEGO art sets, this is definitely a bit of a learning curve because it's a very intricate build. So if you're used to building things like cars and planes with LEGO, the art sets are gonna be a little bit different for you. You wanna pay very close attention as you're building to make sure you don't shift things over. With that being said, they display wonderfully once they're all built, and let's talk a little bit more about that. If you want to build all 3 of these, or even the 4th image, which is 3 sets combined, you're going to have to buy multiples. So this is one set, this is another, and this is another, but buying one set will allow you to build any of these, so you could get choosy. And if you really have good work ethic, you could even tear it apart and build them with just one set, but I recommend just going ahead and buying another one, because that's a lot of work. So these sets are absolutely phenomenal, and I hope you've enjoyed this history lesson and overview of them. I am a huge Elvis fan. His music has inspired me both as a music creative and as a creative in general to put out my best work that I can, and he's just such a great embodiment of American work ethic. And you're gonna need some work ethic to get through these sets. So thank you so much to LEGO for providing these sets. Thank you to Sun Studios for having me here to review them. In fact, Sun Studio actually had an opening tonight, so I'm gonna do a little recording here and get out my music creativity, but I'm super excited for that, and I'm super excited that you've hung out with me this long. Anyways, thanks so much for hanging out, and I will catch you guys next time.
Well, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and maybe check out one of my other videos listed here.